Hi Sagittarius, how are you? I don't know whether you saw me just shaking my head then. My hair looked very brushed. Hi, how are you? My name's Jill, this is Tarot by the Sea. Before I start, I would like to say hello to my friend Sarah. I got brave last night and put the videos on my Facebook page, and she came straight through and she went, "Where's Sagittarius?" So, hi Sarah, here's your video. Obviously, it's not just for her, it's for all Sagittarians everywhere in the world. And this is your reading from the 16th to the 31st of October 2017. It's the first time I've read for Sagittarius. It's not a sign that I know particularly well, though both my daughters are Sagittarians. So let's have a look and see what we've got for you. Before we start, we are using Wisdom of the Oracle card by Colette Aaron Reid. Sagittarius, 16th to the 31st of October 2017. I'm seeing a picture in my head at the moment of, because obviously Sagittarius is the horse, and I'm seeing this vision of you just like galloping through the countryside with just the wind in your hair, and yeah, here we go, building blocks is our first card. It feels like quite a liberating time for you. I hope it is. This is obviously not going to resonate with everyone, but I hope it's quite a liberating time for you. You feel quite free. They're your cards are telling me a story already. Both of those together then, okay, so let's have those. Transition time. That's my immediate thought for you. Just looking at these cards. Often the cards don't, they look like something when they first come out, and then they are something completely different after it. So I love doing this job because you never know what you're going to get. Whoa. I think you're raring to go though. Whatever it is, you're raring to go. There are huge bunches of cards looking to fly out for you. But things aren't going as quickly as you would perhaps like, because the cards are taking ages to come out. Do we need another card for you? Do we need an overview card for you? No, not for now. Possibly, but not right now. So, the first part of the reading is for the first half of the period between the 16th and the 31st of October. The first card that we have for you is Building Blocks. The second card that we have for you is TikTok. And the third card that we have for you is the Fates. We have 2 that add up to 10 and a 9. So we have 2 and 8, it's 10, reduce it down again, it becomes a 1. Then we have TikTok, which is a 3 and 1. A 3 and a 0. So it's a 3, but it's also a 10 as well. And the same thing works. And then we have, why not? I said we have a 9, we have an 8. Things may not be adding up financially, is what I'm getting from that. It may be that you're looking, maybe this is why you're not moving ahead as quickly as you'd like to. Perhaps you're raring to go, but you don't have the finances. And actually, yes, yeah, I know someone who's a Sagittarius and that fits perfectly. So you're raring to go, you're waiting for things to drop into place for you, You're waiting for things to drop into place for you, but at the moment you're being held back a little bit because of finances. So 3 is at the beginning stage of the cycle. So you have your 1, where you just start taking action on it. Your 2, where you're just it's starting to take off a little bit. 3 is kind of, I'm getting the feeling that it's more to do with 3 people. Discussions between 3 people. Maybe you're working with other people on this project. There's quite a nice feeling to this. I've just done the Leo reading, and it felt a little bit heavy. And I was thinking, oh God, maybe I'm just too exhausted to do readings today. But actually, I've come into yours, and it feels much happier. There's a much happier vibe to it. So I hope that's coming from you guys. You're quite excited about whatever this project is that you're working on, but it is going to take time. It is going to take time, and I think that the reason that it's taking time is because you're looking to put all of your getting all the bits of it in order. Okay, you're looking to get all the bits of it together. So you're maybe gathering information, or you're putting things in order, and they're not always coming together. If you look at the bottom, they're not always coming together where you would like them to. And part of this, I think, is financial. This is the first thing that I got through from you. And again, it's this things falling from the sky, okay? Things dropping into place for you. It's the other thing that I'm getting again. Things falling from the sky, and you're catching them. So my feeling is that at the moment, at the beginning of this set point, we are looking at sort of round about the 16th, and things are kind of falling into place, but they're not really falling into place where you would like them to. But you're not really that bothered. You're not really paying that much attention. You're kind of just there posing and looking beautiful and going, yeah, look at me, I'm great. And so you are, you're gorgeous. So, but you're kind of coming to the end of that. Things might be a little bit disorganized. Things might not be, things are happening around you, and you're a little bit oblivious to them, perhaps. Because you're a little bit centered on yourself at the moment. I don't mean being self-centered in a selfish way, though sometimes there isn't anything wrong with that, in fairness. But that's coming to an end. It's a 10 card and a 1 card. So things are kind of dropping down, but they're not kind of coming in the way that perhaps you would like them to. And that might include finances, because that came through really strongly. But then the 10 goes down to the 1, and then we have TikTok. And time passes, and things are dropping from the sky, and you're actually catching them now. So you're far more focused on pulling this plan together, whatever this plan is. And the finances are building up. I'm looking at these cards, and some of the numbers are numbers on the clock. But then you have a 15 and a 14. So perhaps actually you're feeling quite abundant at this point. So as I say, this is the first half of the period between the 16th and the 31st. So it should fall kind of not midway. We've got the 3. So maybe the end of the 3rd week it's giving me. Maybe the end of the 3rd week. So that would be the end of, yeah, it'd be the end of the 1st week of this period of October, wouldn't it? So maybe the end of that week, things are coming together quite well for you. And I'm getting that from the 3 and the 0. So it's the end of the 3rd week. And you're feeling quite abundant at this point, and you're kind of catching the things that are falling out of the sky for you. And this is kind of mirrored in this, because she's catching the opportunities as they come through. She's controlling them, but she's not seeing this star. So she's not quite seeing what she wants coming through quite yet. Okay. Yeah, so she's not quite seeing, this is the best opportunity, this is the best thing. And she's not quite seeing it yet. But my feeling is that she's opening her eyes, and it's all good. Her hair is looking a bit owly. So, wisdom. So you know what it is, you know what the best opportunity is going to be. You're using your intuition, perhaps, so you're not actually physically seeing the opportunity that you would like to come through quite yet, but you know what it is. Your intuition and your wisdom are telling you what this good opportunity would be, And you're not seeing it yet, but you're working towards it. You're pulling the opportunities down. You're guiding yourself. Okay. So that's my sense for the first week. This is feeling like a really short reading. We're 10 minutes in and we're basically there. So we go into the second week and we're between worlds. So things are changing for you. And we have a 3. We have a 3. Possibly the Wednesday of the second week. Things actually start to shift for you. The sun comes out. For some of you, the sun comes out. There's 2 stories to this. For some of you, the sun comes out and things start to get very sunny, and you're feeling bright and colourful and shiny and wonderful. For some of you, it goes the other way, I'm afraid. And you're feeling like this at the beginning of that period. So the beginning of that week, you're feeling like this. And then towards the Wednesday, you may start to feel a little bit grey and cloudy. So you may have a bit of a setback by the Wednesday of this week. But it's fine. It's fine. It's temporary. Because then you have the thinker, which is 44. The sense that I'm getting from the 4, and I don't know why, it's a firm foundation. Okay, you're thinking about what the firm foundations would be. And I suppose to a certain extent it's characterized by these blocks because she's sitting on essentially the foundation. She's having a think. And she's like, what do I need to put in place? What do I need to put in place in order to build a firm foundation here? So this could be a relationship. It could be... I'm getting building work, but that's because the person that I was thinking about is builder. So it could be that. But there is this firm foundation coming through. And you're sitting thinking about it and you think, what do I need to do to build a firm foundation for this? And then you have this card, which is message in a bottle. And I'm getting the sense from this that you're waiting. This is you up here. Nope, wrong way. I've got a new camera and my fingers have to move in the opposite direction from the way my brain tells them. You're waiting for communication from someone. Or you're listening to what someone is saying, but it's a little bit garbled. The communication's not very clear, or else you're not getting it because this phone is still in its cradle. So maybe you're not getting communication, maybe you're listening to communication and it's a little bit garbled. You're not getting the clarity that you want from it. And you're feeling it's a little bit one-sided. You're the one doing all the listening. This person is communicating with you, but they're not being very clear with you. And that might be that they're not being very clear about what they want. It's very general, Sagittarius. It's very general. That doesn't feel like the end of the story. So I'm going to pull a couple more cards for you, because I don't feel that that's... So you're having communication with someone, or you're not having communication with someone. You've had a think. Maybe you're not communicating with someone. Maybe you're thinking and you're just like, I don't want to talk. So you take the phone off the hook, or you stick it in the bottle and throw it in the sea because you don't want to talk. I'm looking at this. Looking at this card again, and this pelican, I think it's a pelican, has got a mask on. Okay, so maybe the person you're communicating with is being a little bit unclear and you're feeling a little bit guarded. or you are not communicating with someone because you think they're wearing a mask and you think they're dishonest, or you're hiding something, or they're hiding something, and you have mending. Mending's come out a lot. I've just done one for Leo, and it came out for them, and it came out for one of the other signs as well. I just saw exchanging gifts and my eyes were drawn to it. So I don't know whether it's a card that was supposed to come out. Loyal heart and exchanging gifts came out for another sign. I can't remember which one. Oh my goodness, which one was it? Virgo, I think. I think it was Virgo. You may be dealing with a Virgo. The reason that I'm saying that is because I think the cards came out for it, but it may just be that you're dealing with an earth sign, because I'm not sure it's a Virgo. So it may be that you're dealing with an earth sign. So earth signs are Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So you could be dealing with one of those. Regeneration and higher power. I think this is a project spread. I think this is a thing spread, the first bit. So if there is something that you are dealing with in the practical world, that's your spread of that, okay? So you have things coming in, you're kind of not aware of them at the moment, things building, then you become more aware and you're catching whatever's coming in. It's all falling in from the sky. Maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing. Everything's falling in from the sky, but you're feeling quite abundant. You have this opportunity in front of you, but you can't quite see it yet. Maybe you know what it is, but it's not here yet. You get into the second week, you're between worlds, so either things are a little bit grey and murky, and then you move into more sunny times, or you're feeling quite abundant and everything's lovely and colourful, and then you have a bit of a setback. Then you have your thinker card with its firm foundations. How do we get those? And then you have this communication at the end of the week. Okay. And I think these may lead into each other or not. So we'll see how it goes. We have mending, which again is, it's a 5 and a 10, 5 and a 2. What is it with money in you? Not. There is something about money and not adding up. Not being able to balance your money, or money not coming in. But you have the abundance card. You have TikTok. You may have the money there, or you may have the money available. So maybe the money's tied up in something else. Or maybe you're just not organising your money. Because if you look at this card, the numbers are all over the place. Okay? So maybe financially something is not adding up, or you're not managing your money as well as you should. That's my senses. Okay? So there's definitely something about numbers and money, and things not adding up, and things there's something financial going on there for you. But there is abundance. And it does settle down towards the end of the week, okay, the end of that first week. So, we have mending. Again, this could be building work. It could be that you're sorting your money out. You're putting all your finances in a row, okay, maybe these are joint finances. Yeah, maybe you're moving in together with someone, maybe you're just getting married. Maybe it's business partnership. But you're sitting down together and you're putting your finances in a row, in order. and you're fixing the situation, you're fixing this chaotic situation around money. Then you have Loyal Heart, which is this card here, okay, but it's in reverse. Now, Loyal Heart's a bit of a funny card, and as I say, that one came out for Virgo. That one came out for Virgo, which is your Earth card. And so you're putting your finances together. You both have a key to it. If you look at the top, you both have a key. Again, this may be a joint account. It may be you're moving in together and you're setting up joint finances. Maybe you're buying a house together. That's the other thing. Maybe that's why I'm getting building. Maybe you're buying a house together. Maybe you've looked at a house, building blocks, okay. Maybe you've looked at a house, you don't really like it that much, or you're not interested because you think maybe you can't afford it. And your money's scattered, and then you don't realise what fantastic opportunity you have, and then you have to think about it, talk to the estate agent, and you sort things out with your mending card, and then you get your keys to your new house and you move in together. Beautiful, wonderful, okay. And then you start doing it up, and then you have higher power, and you have higher power, but it's in reverse. So we need to think about what that card is. I don't think it's relevant to that storyline. So that's your house buying card. If you're buying a new house, wonderful. Then we have, what else do we have? We have a moving in together card, which is lovely. So we have mending, you're sorting your finances out, you're sitting down talking about it, you have your loyal heart, you're very lovey, it's wonderful. You're sorting your finances out, you're starting to grow things, and you have all this passion under the surface. It's beautiful. And then you start, you've got your little tree there, which may be a little bit unconventional, actually. But you have growth, and that's wonderful. This higher power card is worrying. It's not worrying me, but it just doesn't seem to fit into the rest of the reading. Maybe you need more cards. Oh my goodness. Right. Yeah. Or let's have a look and see what else we've got for you. Have we got a relationship spread? Yes, we have for people who are moving in together. That's beautiful. Do we have a work spread? This is very much for people who are buying a new house, I think. I don't know what that's all about. Or building for the future. Building for the future. Building for the future. Why am I getting building for the future? You have your building blocks, you have times, building for the future. You're feeling very lucky, actually. The fates, you feel this is fated. Okay, whatever it is, you have amazing opportunities ahead of you, and you feel that this is fated. And maybe you're moving into a new phase in your life. So you're between worlds. So you're moving into a new phase in your life. Maybe you're about to have a baby. Maybe you're going from 2 to 3. And you're thinking whether to go from 3 to 4. So maybe you're wondering about having a new baby. Where would message in a bottle come from? Maybe you're not talking about it then. Maybe you're thinking it might be nice to have a new baby, but you're not talking to your partner about it. You're kind of keeping it wrong way. You're keeping it to yourself, you've got your little mask on, and you're not talking about it. And then maybe you do communicate. and your partner loves you very, very much, and we have this egg, and you go, okay, and then you start trying for a new baby. We won't go down that route, thank you. We'll not talk about that too much. And then you have regeneration. Generation, you get pregnant. And then we still have this higher power card, which is really strange. And maybe you get the good news. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe your intuition is telling you you're pregnant. So congratulations if you are. There was another reading that was really specifically talking about particular aspects of life, and it was quite personal. It was Aquarius. And Aquarius, so you may be dealing with an Aquarius. Aquarius were very much kind of like, I'm focused on the thing, and I want to do it my own way, and just kind of leave me alone. You know, I'm quite happy. I don't want to be bothered with other things. So you may be dealing with an Aquarius, or you may be of the same mindset. You may be focused on one particular thing, and you just want to be dealing with that. So there we go. This higher power card, though, I don't know what that is. So I'm going to move all those cards away, and I'm going to look at this. Okay. These are Doreen Virtue cards, okay? Higher power, angels, okay? So these are angel cards. I'm not sure which ones they are. They came in a box, which is a complete tarot set, so I'm not actually sure which ones they are. But Doreen Virtue, thank you very much for making wonderful cards. So let's look at your higher power cards, and I have to pull four higher power cards for you. So what can you give me, Miss Virtue? Because she's changed between worlds, hasn't she? She's very much done this. And she suddenly said that, I'm not entirely sure what she said, but there's a bit of an uproar about it because she's suddenly saying that tarot's not right or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, regardless, she's obviously had to think about it, and she's kind of put it out there, and it hasn't been received particularly well, but she's going to be getting on with her own life, and she's going to be doing what she's doing. So, and tarot will continue to do what it's doing too. So 4 Doreen Virtue cards. So let's have a look. We have indigo and crystal children. You have a bond with children, and particularly you can help children who are sensitive. So maybe there are babies on the way. I love your lower heart card. It's just like it. Take back your power. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. And then we have our other two. We have gifts from God, and we have gentleness. So yes, perhaps there is babies on the way. What else can we get from that? You have a bond with children, indigo and crystal children. Okay, indigo and crystal children. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. Take your power back. And it says, Archangel Raziel, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Gifts from God. Archangel Sandalphon, never heard of him. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. And gentleness. Archangel, same Archangel Sandalphon. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. It's very much baby cards. Very much baby cards. So maybe it's just readings for you. So babies, children, take back your power, make your babies. Gifts from God, you will get pregnant. And gentleness, be nice to yourself while you are. So that's your baby people. A lot of pregnant Sagittarius at the moment. The other thing is it could be inner child. Okay, so we're talking about babies, we're talking about crystal children and indigo children. Perhaps you're also, I'm going to put these cards back out. Perhaps you are also tuning into your higher power, okay? Perhaps you're becoming quite intuitive because you are picking up things from the universe. Perhaps you are channeling. Perhaps you are doing quite spiritual things. Perhaps that's what's happening for you. Perhaps you are or were an indigo or crystal child. Perhaps one of your children is an indigo or crystal child. And what you're being told is to take back your power. So if you have this, if you are going through this transition, it happened really, really suddenly for me. And I know it can be incredibly challenging. There are gifts from God, okay? Whatever God you believe in, you don't have to believe in God. You can believe just that it's from your own intuition, okay? It's part of who you are, and it just means that you're becoming more aware of whatever you believe is irrelevant. And don't let other people tell you otherwise, okay? This seems really important to me. Don't let other people tell you otherwise, because people have their own beliefs and you are entitled to yours. So whatever you feel that is, if you think it's God, if you think it's angels, if you think, follow your path, okay? Follow your path. It follows on from these cards as well. Look, you have between worlds. So this all fits in with the second half. But between worlds, you're thinking about it, okay? You're using your intuition. You're going inside, okay? You are having messages, okay, from this higher power, right? But maybe you're not picking them up yet. Maybe they're a little bit unclear. You don't have the clarity there. But this will grow. It's unconventional, okay? It's bubbling under the surface. It's unconventional, but it will grow. And you have this light coming in from above, and you have growth. If you're not a spiritual person, if you don't believe in this stuff, then firstly, why are you watching tarot readings? And secondly, sorry, that was so flippant. I do apologise. You can do this. You can do this for yourself. Okay, what I do, you can do. Anyone can do. You just need to believe in yourself. So it's really important that you do. So this is what it's saying to you. And it's saying be gentle with yourself during this time. If you're struggling with it and it's not coming naturally, then don't worry about it, okay? Things will come in their own good, time. You have TikTok. They're coming in from above. It's the building blocks. You are building the foundation of it. Messages may be coming in and you're not aware of them yet, but over time, you have your TikTok, you will start to get these things coming in, okay? And you'll start looking up at this little face up in the sky and you'll be like, what the hell is going on? Well, you might be quite excited about it if you're up for it. Okay, and this communication starts. This connection starts. Look at the bottom of them. The connection starts, this loving connection starts with your higher power. Sagittarius, this is beautiful. My goodness, have you got some spiritual awakening coming to you? It could be a relationship one. I'll tell you why. It could be that that's happening. It could be that that's happening. It could be it's happening with spirit. It could be that it's happening with a person, because on the bottom of the deck there's beloved one. Okay? And it says, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. You could have a soulmate coming in. Soulmates aren't always great. I've had some challenging ones, very challenging ones, but they're there to teach you a lesson. Okay? That's what they're there for. So if this is a relationship, this could be with a soulmate. Soulmates and twin flames are very misunderstood, okay? Your soulmate is not your Hollywood soulmate. Your soulmate is someone who comes in to teach you something. So this could be someone who's driving you absolutely nuts. It could be someone that you really love. It could be someone who's really hurt you. It could be a family member. It could be anybody. But they're there to teach you lessons, and they are your soul family. So whatever they have done to you, try to forgive them. Okay? Try to forgive them for it, because remember that when you first came in to this life, now this is my personal view, okay? You don't have to agree with that. This is my personal view. My personal view is that before we come down here, we make a soul contract with people. And they are people who love us and care about us in whatever you want to call it, wherever we come before we come here, okay? So if you don't believe in this, then just switch off now, because you're probably going to think it's all nonsense. But this is what I believe. I believe that we have these contracts with people, and these people are people who love us, okay? They are our soul family, they are our soul friends. And sometimes the people who teach us the hardest lessons are the people who love us most, because they really want us to learn. And we have a strong relationship with them, so we know that when we go back, everything will be fine, and we will give them a big hug and we will say thank you. In this life, they may be your worst nightmare. They may be the person who hurts you the most. They may be the person who causes you the most pain. Okay, but they are the person that you will learn from. For me, my journey to doing this came from a soulmate relationship that broke down, and it broke my heart. But what I got from this person, what I got from this relationship was this, and this is beautiful. And that person is my soul family, and you have to forgive. No matter what they've done to you, they love you, okay? Their soul loves your soul. And they're trying to teach you something really important. So if you are having a challenge with a soulmate, try to look at it from a different perspective. Okay, try to look at it from that perspective, and you will find it's easier to forgive. And if you can forgive, you can move on. Okay, that's a really profound message. It's a very personal one for me as well. I have no Sagittarius in my chart, but it is a really important one to learn, and it's one of the hardest lessons I think that we learn on our spiritual journey, is that we need to learn to forgive, because everyone else is on their own path too. Okay, we are on our path, they're on their path. You meet with people, your paths cross. Sometimes it's forever. There's a saying, there's people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Okay, if they're there for a reason, they're there to teach you a lesson. If they're there for a season, let them go, because that's what they were meant to be there for. And if they're there for a lifetime, they'll be there for a lifetime. Okay, Sagittarius, very, very interesting reading. Thank you so much. It's brought me a lot of healing too. I hope it's helped you. I hope it's resonated with you. If you have babies on the way, congratulations. Sorry if you hear my son in the background. He's just getting ready to go to college. And I will speak to you in November. Once the bi-weeklies are done, I will go back to doing dailies. It may be on Facebook or Instagram, or it may be on here. I will speak to you in November. Much, much love to you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.